Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, and this is a New Year's episode!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! I think that should just be our
All right.
intro.
Yeah,
It's a
cool.
new year,
Yeah.
new year.
It's 2025, bitches.
We did it.
We did it. Yeah.
Actually, I think this releases on the 31st, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, I hope you
it's
have a good New
Happy
Year.
New Year in Australia, bitches.
Oh, yeah. There
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
Mate.
Well,
Crikey.
we just wanted to have a special episode because it releases on the 31st, New Year's Eve, and we just thought it would be great to talk about all the games that we had played this year. We're gonna talk about our favorite games, the games we played, the ratings. We might re-rate some things, and then we've got some questions we're gonna answer, and we're gonna talk about our New Year's resolutions. So, guys, how are you feeling? Are you excited for the new year?
Yeah. I am excited for all the holidays again. I'm ready for Christmas 2025.
Happy Frogla days.
Mhm.
Not until 2028.
Oh.
But I'm ready for that too.
Oh yeah. We're just waiting for leap year. A year full of frog games. I think we'd get canceled. I think people would be so annoyed.
No, that's when we're going to make it big. We're going to win the podcast awards.
Yeah. True fact.
What are the podcast awards anyways?
The potties.
I want a potty.
Oh my god.
I'd like to dedicate this potty to my mom.
Oh, well, we've done a lot of episodes this year, and something that we heard from some of our listeners is they had a lot of fun listening to us talk about the episode, but they wanted to know more about the games that we like to play just for fun. They thought it would make it easier to kind of connect with the ratings that we were giving as we continue to rate in the coming year. So, we put together a list of our top games, and we're gonna list them off. I didn't put mine in any order specifically. I was just like, these are not my top 10. So who wants to go first?
Okay. First one would be my first game that I would pick would be the Metal Gear Solid series. I played that so much growing up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 specifically. I haven't played a lot of the new stuff, but me and my cousin would speed run number 2 like over and over and over and over again. So,
Wow, that's the only one I've beaten. Good choice, though.
So fun.
Well,
Yeah.
which game did we play that had a reference to those games? Was it Firewatch? They had a book. Remember they had a book
yeah.
that referenced.
Right,
Yeah, because I
yeah.
haven't played those games, but you mentioned them during that episode.
Super fun. The story's great. The cutscenes can be very long, so you have to kind of get through those. But the game overalls are awesome. Overalls. Number 2 would probably be the Witcher series. I played Witcher 2 and Witcher 3, and that was a lot of fun.
Couldn't get into them.
Oh, yeah, they're hard to get into.
Yeah, the combat just didn't feel. It felt weird to me.
Yeah, it's a little. I'll be honest, it's a bit of a challenge until you get to a little bit higher level and you kind of understand it a little bit more.
Yeah, you're saying get good.
Well, no, it just takes time. Like,
I hear you.
When I first played, like I played for like a couple hours and I stopped. I'm like, this game sucks. Like it's so hard to do. And then I jumped back into it again and just lowered the difficulty until I kind of got the hang of it.
Yeah.
And I upped it again.
Yeah.
So, a lot of fun though. Good games. The Elder Scroll series for me. I'm currently playing Skyrim again.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, that's a super fun one. Oblivion. I played a little Morrowind and then Skyrim. I guess Fallout kind of falls in that same thing. I play a lot of Fallout too. And then I had one, but I lost it. I don't know. Come back to me.
Well, technically, if you did the
Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking the Metal Gear series, so that's 4.
Oh, that's
and
true.
then you had the Elder Scrolls series, which is 3
5.
more.
3 more. Yeah.
There's 5 of them?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's 5.
Skyrim's Elder Scrolls 5.
Yeah.
There's Elder Scrolls that's
Oh
like
my
Arena
God.
is the first one, I think.
Yeah.
And then
Well, you've almost hit your 10.
starts with a
okay.
W maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
but no, you
And
had
Witcher,
The Witcher
2
Yeah.
and 3, yeah. Yeah, so I guess really like RPG, I used to be really into like Call of Duty and Destiny and those kinds of things too. So definitely played a lot of first person shooters and fantasy stuff. But yeah, way into the RPG game. So
Cool.
yeah,
Well, if you think of any more while we're listing off, we can come back to you.
sure. All right, who's
All
up?
right, my top 10 games ever as of the moment that I made this list. Starting with Jack and Daxter, excuse me.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Jack and Daxter?
Jack and Daxter?
I don't know
You don't know about this?
No.
No, what? I got it when
I'm
I got
gonna
my
look it
Okay, we're playing this
PS2.
for the podcast.
Oh, it's so fun.
We need to get another PlayStation or two.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I'm looking it up.
Okay,
What's it
so
called?
I'm gonna loop that in with Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
These are for
great one.
like your adventure platforming, like collectathon games. Jack and Daxter back on the PS2.
Mhm.
Way back in the day, that was one of our first games. And Jack 2, Jack 3,
Oh yeah.
all excellent stuff.
So good.
Jack and Daxter: The Lost World. I own it. I didn't get very far in it. Felt different, but super good series. Super Mario Odyssey, just amazing. Incredible.
Yeah.
I played my brother-in-law's copy, and I wish I had just stolen it from him. I got all the moons though.
Nice.
Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Oh, that's a good one
Oh,
too.
such a fun game.
Mhm.
Puzzles, action, exploration.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Riddle me this.
Rogue Legacy was my representative for all the roguelike and roguelites. Super fun one. They have Rogue Legacy 2, which I played before it was finished, but now it's finished, so I really need to go back. Dynasty Warriors 8 is my choice
Yeah.
for the Dynasty Warriors series.
I've not heard of that one either.
That's fine. They're trash.
Oh.
I mean that with love. It's just
Got
you
it.
just choose from one of, I don't know, 60 plus characters, and you just go out on the battlefield and just sword hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a giant battlefield, and you're like on a horse sometimes, or
Yeah.
you're on foot, or you just smash everybody.
Wow.
So I chose
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors 8 because I think that is maybe the objectively best one of the ones that I've played. However, I think number 4 is also extremely, extremely close to my heart. Number 10 was just announced. I played the demo
Yeah, that looks
on
nice.
Steam. It does. It looks great. It plays great. I'm a little bit worried if they don't have a bunch of playable characters.
Sure.
If they're changing the direction up a little bit, but we'll see. Final Fantasy 12 and Chained Echoes are both on there for like an RPG pick.
Yeah.
Both excellent game. Chained Echoes just came out a couple of years ago. Played the crap out of that. It's super fun. I'm excited for the DLC that's coming next year. I've jumped around on my list a lot. So Half-Life, just the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
Specifically not the second one. I won't get into that. But the first one is just so good. The level design is excellent. Just the way the mystery kind of unfolds in the laboratory that you're exploring and over land and in the alien world. So cool. I've not played Black Mesa, the like updated graphics remake of it, but I should.
Did you play any of Half-Life Alyx?
No, I didn't.
That was the only reason I bought a VR headset, was to play that game.
Was it worth it?
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, I basically spent $300 on Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
so that actually kind of relates to my beef with Half-Life 2, is that I felt like the gameplay was watered down for it to be like a tech demo of their physics engine, is really what it felt like.
Interesting.
So I'm sure at the time Half-Life 2 when it released was like groundbreaking, totally, but me playing it in like, I don't know, 2016 or something, I was like, The first one I felt like was designed so much better.
Yeah.
But maybe last on my list. Yeah. Last on my list is Factorio.
Oh yeah.
Factorio. Why does that sound so familiar?
You just build a huge factory on an alien planet.
It's
and
like Amazon on crack.
yeah, conveyor belts everywhere.
Yeah.
And then every 30 minutes you're looking at your factory and you're like, oh, I need to rebuild this because it's not efficient enough. And then you do it and you spend your whole time hating what you did 30 minutes ago. It's glorious.
Yeah.
And I've never beaten it because I am not good enough.
Oh,
It gets too
man.
big, and I play for like a month, and then I'm like, I don't know what's happening anymore. So
Cool.
those are them.
Very cool.
Fun
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
How about you, Emma?
Well, my games are a lot different than your guys'
I bet.
games, which is not surprising at all.
That's okay.
Okay, so my top games, I kind of put this in order because I think my top game of all time is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Classic.
I love that game. I've probably played it all the way through like 6 or 7 times. In college, I had a Nintendo 64, and that's what I did with my free time.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, the Water Temple is rough, but outside of that, it's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 2 is Stardew Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
I've poured so many hours into Stardew Valley, and I've never gotten past year 3 because I burn out, and then I'm like, I have to start over. Number 3 is Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Classic. Very
New
good.
Vegas is my favorite of the series, although I did play Fallout 3, and it has a special place in my heart because that's what I played when I got my wisdom tooth out.
There you go.
Yeah. And my brother was playing it, and I remember getting really excited because he used to play it, and then I would have my own little save, but I didn't have a lot of time to play.
Yeah.
And when I got my wisdom tooth out, he had to go to school, and I got to stay home.
And play
So-
all day.
Yep.
Your time.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Number 4, The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
been talking about this a lot recently just because I finally got my original Xbox. Okay, correction, my brother's original Xbox set up, and I have that game to play. So we might see that on the stream eventually when I start
Sweet.
streaming.
Yeah.
But number 5 is Animal Crossing New Horizons. Honestly, any of the Animal Crossing games, just near and dear to my heart. Just such
Yeah.
a good, relaxing time. I do burn out on that game a lot too, but I always go back and I'm like, let's start it all over.
Yeah.
Number 6, Return of the Obra Dinn. Have you guys played that?
I have not. I've heard amazing things
Oh
though.
my gosh. I played it, and it was such a fun like little mystery puzzle game to just I solved it by myself. I think it was around the holiday times, and I was taking notes. It was like, shoot, you know what I didn't put on here that needs to be on here is Myst.
Oh.
Myst was the first like computer game that I played, and I freaking loved it.
I think that was one of my first two, and I never got very far because I was only like 5 or 6, I
Yeah.
think, when it came out. So I was like, I didn't know how to do any
Yeah,
of
I
this
haven't
stuff.
played very much of it. I think I played it at a friend's house for just a little bit.
Yeah, we had it on the CD-ROM. So you had to switch the CDs for different areas that you would go to. And
Yeah.
if you would like switch the CD and be like, oh shit, I actually didn't want to go here, then you have to wait for everything to load and then immediately
Yeah.
turn around and put the other CD in. But so that's a little bonus. Number 7 and number 8 is Portal and Portal 2.
Oh, man.
Solid.
I played those very late in the game. Like this was like 4 years ago. that
Oh,
I
wow,
played
yeah.
those.
Yeah.
But loved them. Number 9 is BioShock.
Oh, that's such
Honestly,
a good one.
anything in the BioShock series, even Infinite.
Infinite?
I liked Infinite. I know that's controversial.
That is controversial.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. So, and
Cool.
then 10, I mean, technically 11, because I talked about Myst, but I've got this on here and you guys have heard me talk about this a lot also because I just got the Xbox set up. But Pitfall, The Lost Expedition.
Have you been playing this yet?
No. And I don't know if by the time this episode releases, if I will have started the streaming series yet, but I do plan on streaming my playthrough on our Twitch and then uploading the recordings to YouTube.
Man.
Because this game, I've never met anyone else who played this game. I know it has a community. I know people have played it, but it's like,
When was the last time you played this game?
probably during COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Not too long ago then.
My
Yeah.
my COVID save is on there right
Nice.
now.
Oh,
I made
man.
it 60% of the way through. But I'm going to start over. It's such a good goofy game. It's very like original Xbox. Like, yeah. And
Yeah.
I played this game a lot with my brother. I brought it up to my dad and he was like, oh yeah, Pitfall Harry. Like my dad remembers this game. This was big in our house.
That's
and
awesome.
It's one of those games where I think you can't really save. I mean, maybe you can, but you'll get to points where you have to make it to a certain checkpoint. I don't know. My dad was like, I'd remember you guys would get so far and then you would die and you'd have to start over, and we were devastated.
Sure.
But yeah, so those are my tops.
Good list. Good list, everybody.
Yeah. So now that we've kind of gone over our top games, hopefully that gives everyone a better idea of kind of where we vibe just for fun, because a lot of these games we're playing for the podcast aren't in our comfort zone.
This is work.
Or
No.
This I wish this was work. I wish I didn't have to go to my 9 to 5.
Please subscribe to our Patreon at
Please.
LMBYGG at patreon.com.
I'm so tired of going to work.
Yeah.
Today was a rough day too. Oh, man. But it doesn't matter because it's the new year.
That's right.
But next we're going to talk about the games that we have played this past year. So what I had Shawn and Rylan do, and I did this as well, is we took all the games that we played and without going back and looking at our previous scores, just put them in order from our least favorite to our most favorite. So we're going to talk about these, and we're just going to rapid fire, just like go from least favorite to most favorite, and just see how that aligns. And then we're going to look at the actual ratings that we gave, because I pulled these and I promise I didn't cheat. I did my list and then I didn't touch my list, and then I went and looked at my ratings. And so we're just going to see how close we are, and then we're going to adjust some of our ratings. We're going to give ourselves a chance to maybe redo or give a game some redemption, or maybe knock it down. Now that we've had some time to think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think now that we have a running list, we'll try to do our best to kind of address this list as we're rating games for the new year, so they all kind of fall in a fair spot. And we'll post this on our Patreon, because I know it can be a little confusing to just hear us listing off games. So this is posted on the Patreon that Rylan just dropped, patreon.com/LetMeBeYourGG. And it's free to join. You'll be able to see them. You don't have to pay at all, but you'll be able to follow along with our rating free order, and then our actual like rating order. So sweet. Okay. Are you ready?
Don't judge me.
Okay.
Don't judge me. Like
I'm not going to judge anyone. Oh wait, I'm
going to
even
be judging
on
you
my
guys.
list.
This is a judge-free zone.
Okay. Least favorite. Go.
Firewatch.
Self-loss.
Self-loss.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
11.
11.
Turnip Boy.
Firewatch.
Pilgrims.
Oh, yeah.
10.
Pilgrims.
Pilgrims.
Turnip Boy.
Oh, I like Turnip Boy.
That's good.
I know,
That's
it is good. I think I did like Turnip Boy. I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right.
Number 9.
Self-loss.
Refine self.
Firewatch.
Okay.
Number 8.
Neva.
Neva.
Oh.
A
Yeah.
Ranger.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You monster.
I know. Number 7.
The Dark Side Detective.
Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, because I said it right that time.
Wow.
Only because I could see it.
It's a new year. Brand new year.
Death's Door. Number 6.
Refine Self.
Turnip Boy.
Refine Self.
Oh, okay.
There's some common games that haven't appeared yet on everybody's. Interesting.
Number 5.
Brothers.
A Ranger.
The Dark Side Detective. Number 4.
Evil Tonight.
Cavern of Dreams.
Neva.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Number 3.
Cavern of Dreams.
The Dark Side Detective.
Evil Tonight.
Oh.
Number 2.
A Ranger.
Evil Tonight.
Cavern of Dreams.
Oh.
And then number 1.
Death's
Door.
Yeah.
And mine is Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
Wow. That was great.
It was painful to not put a Ranger and Cavern of Dreams at the very tippity top.
Yeah.
I think Death's Door is just so up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was my thing too.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of fun with it.
It's
so
very excellent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we want to get into our ratings now, so you can have, I printed off your list.
Oh, okay.
You guys don't get to see them yet.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm like reaching my hand over. Give me.
So, but I'll give them here in 1 second. I just want to give out your little awards that I made for your list.
I don't know what this means.
Ooh.
Okay. Rylan, I gave you the True Heart Award.
Oh,
Aw.
nice.
Because I felt like when I was looking at your ratings, I felt like the ones that did get rated were very true to how you felt about them. And maybe
Well,
I'm
I
wrong.
would hope so.
And maybe I'm wrong. But even after listening to you list them off, a lot of them kind of match. Okay. And then Shawn, I gave you the Big Love Award
Oh.
because you never rated anything under a 3. And you had 4 games rated at a 3.5.
That's right.
So there are your ratings. You'll notice some of them are blank because if you've listened to all our episodes, you'll know that the first 5 or so episodes, we were shit at remembering to give you our final ratings.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
So I had mine written down, but we're going to just kind of go over real quick. Maybe some re-ratings. I don't think we have to. You can go on our Patreon if you want to see the full list of our full ratings, and by the time we upload them, it'll have our updated ratings, so the ones that haven't been posted or released on the podcast. But I think we should just kind of go through and talk about things that surprise us on our list.
First of all, thank you for making this paper star that says True Heart Award that you colored yellow
You're
before
welcome.
the podcast.
I worked really hard on
It
it.
looks great. I'm putting it on my Christmas tree.
I'm honored.
I should put it at work. I'll hang it up.
Sweet. Yep. Well, I can say that the most surprising thing about my list is that I had Pilgrims rated at a 3.8, which is high.
I mean, Pilgrims was cool.
Well, and that's the thing I realized. So I'm just going to read through real quick my order. Maybe we can go like round robin, just
Sure.
rapid fire so people can hear. So I had Brother, A Tale of Two Sons and Death's Door at a 4.3.
Wow.
Neva at a 3.9. Pilgrims at a 3.8. Evil Tonight at a 3.7. Refined Self at a 3.5. And Cavern of Dreams at a 3.5. Dark Side Detective at a 3.3. And Firewatch at a 3.3. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion at a 3.2. Self-Loss at a 3.1. And Arranger at a flat 3. Don't worry, I will right some of my wrongs because there are a couple that need to be adjusted. But those, I already had my ratings filled in because I looked at my documents and I had them written in there. I took a look at your guys' documents.
That
Because-
I never fill out.
Yeah. That you guys,
Guilty.
that's okay. It's just there for you guys to work off of. It's okay. No, it's fine. I just thought I was like, ooh, I can be sneaky and get there.
That's
and then
why I
was like,
don't fill it out.
Yeah, surprise.
So do you guys want to talk about the ones that you have rated and then maybe fill in the blank ratings?
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so for the games that I actually rated on the podcast, in ascending order, I rated Self-Loss a 2.59, went to the 100th place for some reason.
Nice. There you go.
Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion earned a 3.0 on my scale of the day. The Dark Side Detective was 3.1. Neva, 3.2. Cavern of Dreams got screwed over that day because I only gave it a 3.5.
I think it got screwed over by all of us.
So stupid.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cavern of Dreams, my precious baby.
Yeah.
Evil Tonight, 3.8. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons earned 3.9, which seems too high, but if I played again, it'd probably be a 3.9. And Arranger, a 4.3. As for games that I did not rate live, I just wrote them in a minute ago when we were edited out. I gave Death's Door a 4.4.
Ooh.
Firewatch, a 2.5, which, is just in the middle of all the stars, 0 to 5.
Yeah.
It's just in the middle, guys.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Don't hate me.
Mm-hmm.
You can at me at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com, though.
Mm-hmm.
Refine Self, the personality test game, earned a 3.7.
Wow.
And Pilgrims a 3.1. Yeah, really big on Refine Self in retrospect because it's such a neat concept
Yeah.
And I'm like, sometimes I talk to people and I'm like, you should play this game. What would you get? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone that I told to play that did play, for some reason, I'm like, they're just going to get the same thing as me. For some reason, I just assume everyone plays.
No.
No.
It's really interesting.
So different.
Yeah.
Did your mom play?
She did.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't tell you what her thing
That's
was.
fine. Yeah, my
Samurai
partner
for
played.
sure.
Yeah.
Samurai.
He's the one doing all the likes on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. If you
Can't believe
haven't.
that one blew up. Like,
I know. We've had like a weird amount of likes and views on one refined self TikTok.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
And you can find us on TikTok at Let Me Be Your Game Guide.
oh
Yeah.
man, nice,
Rylan with
dude.
the
You just
plug.
whip
Gotta-
them out
gotta-
there. Yeah, shoot, dude. Like that. Okay, so I will try to do the same thing with my list. With the ones that I rated live, start at number 1, A Ranger with a 3.8. Number 2, Evil Tonight with a 3.75. And then with my Big Love Award, we're going to go down the list of 3.5s. Neva, 3.5. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. I almost messed that up. 3.5. I'm so happy it's written down. Self-Loss, 3.5. Cavern of Dreams, 3.5. The Dark Side Detective, 3.0. For the ones that I just rated, Death's Door, 4. Firewatch, 3. Refined Self, 3.1. Pilgrims, 3.4. And Turnip Boy, 3.4.
Okay,
Wow.
that can't be. Statistically, one of those that you just rated has to be a 3.5.
Oh, that's true. I'll make Turnip Boy 3.5.
Oh,
Nice.
man. Good. Yeah. So, yeah, check out our Patreon if you want to see these lists. It'll probably be easier to digest if you're looking at them. You can even, I'll make sure that they're side by side on our actual ratings and then our ratings. And then we'll have a before and after too, because what we're about to do now is right some of our wrongs, because there are some games on
Some
this
big
list
wrongs.
that got wronged.
Shafted.
Yes.
Or
Huh.
not.
Or not. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have mine picked out, if that's okay.
Go for
Yes.
it. I will figure mine out this instant.
Okay.
Post-haste.
So Self-Loss, I gave it a 3.1. I would like to change that to a 2.7.
Oh, dropping it down.
Yeah.
Dang.
I think I just tried my best to like it, and I wanted to like it. It was my pick too, so I was like, I gotta like it. But I just didn't.
That's too bad. I mean, I didn't finish the game, but I'm like, the world was so neat.
It was.
It was,
That was kind of
Rich.
the best part.
yeah.
Mhm.
Was the world. Like, the world was very cool, but the mechanics sucked. The camera angles I complained about in that episode. So please go back and watch that episode.
So are you dropping your rating on that too?
Oh,
Or
I am,
Is it low
100%.
enough? Okay, wow.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yep. So dropping to a 2.7. I would also like to raise my Arranger score to 3.5.
Better.
I know.
Thank you.
I know. It was
It's okay
not
if
a
you
3.
don't love it like I love it.
Well, that's the thing. I think this is a game that looking back, I'm like, gosh, I can't believe this game isn't like played by everyone.
Yeah, it's good.
It
It's
seems like one of those games that everyone would be like, have you heard of this game?
Yeah.
Like this
it's
game
easily digestible too. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason.
it's slept on. This game.
Yes.
That's true.
Although, can I be honest with you?
Mhm.
I was thinking about this. I think if her jacket was a different color, I might like it a little bit less.
Really?
Green's my favorite color.
Good point.
Is that stupid?
Just hypnotized by the green jacket.
Think about it. If she had like a blue sweater.
Who was the blue one that you had to play for a second? Mog?
Yeah, she wasn't as good.
Yeah, not as
No.
good. No.
She had cool hair though.
Yeah, she did have cool hair. I appreciate that.
Yep. And I think so I gave us a limit of re-rating 3 games. So these are I've done 2. The last one I'm going to re-rate is Cavern of Dreams, and we're bumping it up to a 4.
Nice.
Very good.
Yes. 3.5, I was like, how dare I? I cannot believe I gave it a 3.5. In my heart, when we were rating it during the podcast, I was like, 3.5 is high. It's not. What is wrong with me?
I think there was a point in my podcast brain life where I felt like being too extreme was too extreme.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
No.
It's how I feel.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm also raising Cavern of Dreams up from a 3.5 to a 4.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah, nice.
I also want to raise up. That might be the only one that I really want to change. Oh, I do want to change Neva. I have it as a 3.2. I think that's deserving of more. So I want to bring it to like a 3.6. Reflecting further on it.
Yeah.
I think I was just a little bored in the first half, but the second half was fun and it was very beautiful.
Yeah, it did win the award for biggest impact, apparently, in the game.
Oh, really?
Awards. Yeah.
Well, I disagree with that, but
Yeah, I do 100% too. Yeah, I was like,
that's fine. Well, I'm glad it resonated with so many people.
I don't know. I totally agreed with that.
Yeah.
The reason I rated it so high was I like had so many feelings when I was playing the game.
Huh. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
I'm more of a robotic person myself.
No.
I feel like I'm in the same boat. Like,
You guys just hated the combat.
I didn't hate the combat. It was just not like, I don't know.
You didn't like it.
I didn't love it. No.
It just wasn't in my
I think
lane of things.
the final boss was kind of fun though. You know, I like it when
That's
you have
true.
to like learn and kind of get into a flow, and you kind of scratch the surface of that in this game. So,
Yeah.
I don't think I have any more that I really need to change the rating on. Dark Side Detective probably can go from a 3.1 to like a 3.45.
Yeah. Don't feel like you have to change if you don't want to.
I have to. No, but for real though, Dark Side Detective was fun.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It was very funny.
So funny. Okay. I have finished my rating, and I am also dropping Self-Loss down from 3.5 to 2.9.
Yeah.
Because of a lot of
camera problems,
mechanics. The ending was weird. So
oh yeah, I forgot you get like a little baby.
you get a baby at the end. Yeah. And then you're just like credits, and it's like, oh, that was
oh yeah,
Yeah.
so weird.
that's cool. Yeah. I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah.
Dark Side Detective, I will be raising from a 3.0 to a 3.5.
Get another 3.5 in there.
Yeah, you gotta switch them out, you know. Dark Side Detective was a fun game, even though it was pretty simple. Like the puzzles were good, the characters were awesome, and just the communication that they had was just super funny. Evil Tonight, I'm just bumping up a little from 3.75 to 3.9. I really did enjoy that game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I'm raising that one up a little bit.
Cool. All right, so that's our yearly review update. I don't know if we're gonna need to do it next year. Maybe we'll just
That'd be a long list.
I think that we will just stick to the 3 edits next year if we feel like we need to adjust any of them.
Yeah.
But, getting started with this podcast, we were still kind of finding ourselves, and I think kind of getting into a rhythm and really deciding exactly how we wanted to rate these. And shit, for the first 5 episodes, we didn't even reveal our final ratings. So, and I did my best to find these through the episodes. So for some reason, you listen back to an episode and you're like, no, you did rate that. Well, sorry. I went back and I listened and I didn't hear it. So
You'll have to send us a tweet. Do we have a Twitter?
we do. Let me be your GG.
X.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, we won't use that then. What's
Yeah.
the best way? Do we have an Instagram?
We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter. We have a Twitch.
Comment on our YouTube page.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
follow us.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Hit the bell.
Yeah.
Ding.
We got a new subscriber yesterday.
Dang.
I know. And soon I think we'll have some more palatable content for YouTube. I know a lot of people go on there to watch videos, and so having some Twitch streams uploaded on there, I'm excited. I think it'll be cool. And I hope that you guys wanted to stream too.
Yeah, I might get on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do some Den Jungle.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it'll just be a good time. We're all going to kind of try and get our faces out there so you can see what we look like, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I see
Shawn,
what?
you have a nice face, okay?
You have a
Hey,
nice
thank
face.
you.
You can't
Thank
be
you.
upset because you actually have a nice face.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we all have nice faces.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, just yeah, we're gonna close it out here just with the questions. I had a few questions for you guys. Just reflecting back on the games this year. So, what game surprised you the most out of all the games we played?
Oh, gosh. Surprised me the most. I thought about these questions as I filled this out. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I said a ranger, and I even noted that I wasn't happy where I rated it because it was just like, it's not like any other game that I've played before. I really liked the plot, and it was just kind of like a warm and fuzzy feel good
Yeah.
game. And it was easy to play, but not boring. I don't
Mhm.
know. It was just, I was very taken
It's
by it.
so pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think it was Evil Tonight.
That's a good one too.
Because I remember, Shawn, when you chose that, I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like this game. I ended
Yeah.
up liking it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was just something about the art style, and which I can't see now when I look back at it. I'm like, I don't see what the problem was.
Oh, sure.
But
Mhm.
at first I was like, this, I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's a really fun puzzle action game,
Yeah.
exploration. The vibes were so like spooky in that game. It was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I think sorry. I think Firewatch for me
Yes.
because there was
Oh,
such
yeah.
a build up for Firewatch. Like I thought it was going to be like the most badass game ever. And then we played it and we all just roasted the shit out of it. So, I think it was surprising that it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So,
I'm really glad that you mentioned this because this is almost my surprise of the year too, for like the same reason. I thought that I would like it. It's like outdoorsy, the graphics are great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I didn't like it
Yeah.
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it was okay, but it was definitely weird with Lila and all the antics. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Well, are there any games on this list that you would never suggest that anyone play?
I want to point to Self-Loss because that one was rough. But we played it when we played it. It came out, I mean, that same month, I think, maybe slightly before. So hopefully patches have come out a little bit where it's been updated and things have been worked on a little bit because it felt like there could have been some more things flushed out. So I think Self-Loss, if we were going to ask that, I feel like you should play all the games because they all have something to offer. But if it was me, I would pick Self-Loss.
Yeah, I think I have Firewatch rated the lowest for myself, but I think it is more broadly appealing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I think Self-Loss is the one that I would say, not so sure. Maybe read a cool mythology book instead.
Yeah.
Because the gameplay just wasn't there.
Mhm.
I only played like an hour and a half of it, but from what you guys said, it sounded like it was just a little painful to get through.
Yeah. For sure.
I also had Self-Loss as the answer for this one, but yeah, it was just lackluster, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Question number 3. If you were to tell someone to play one game on this list, which would it be and why?
You know that I'm telling people to play a Ranger all
Mhm.
day.
Mhm.
All day. It's so good. It's so precious. It is. I mean, Emma, you just plugged it great. It's easy to play. It's very, very accessible. It's a puzzle game that's not impossible. You have a nice little adventure for all ages, except for, what is it, E10 plus? Is that the one that was E10 plus? What was E10 plus?
E10 plus was the one we just did.
Oh,
Neva.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Think a ranger was
Didn't it
E
have
for
like a
everyone.
language? Didn't it have like a
yeah,
language?
which was weird because there was like I don't remember any.
I don't remember
profanity.
any either.
Yeah.
But I just think that game's really special, and I'm very excited to like just replay it regularly. Honestly.
Yeah. I would say Evil Tonight. Especially if you're into the Resident Evil stuff, but it's just a fun game. And there's a lot of challenges that you can have while in that game, and I just had a blast playing it. Like, it was just so much fun with the tension of like, do I have enough apples to make it through this boss battle? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like, so yeah, it was just a lot of fun, even while being tense, and like Rylan said, it being kind of spooky and eerie. It was still just a really fun game. So
Well, I put Cavern of Dreams.
yes.
I have told so many people to play this game. I've had a couple friends play it, and they absolutely loved it. I think especially just for our age group, it was such a nostalgic experience. It was
Mhm.
so fun. And it was really like, we had to play it in a short amount of time, but to be able to just play it in small chunks, chef's kiss. I know it. I didn't get to
Mhm.
experience it that way, but I know that that's how it's meant to be experienced. And so I will forever be suggesting that game to people.
That game has a special place in my true heart.
Your
Yeah.
true heart, yes. Last question. Are there any games that you think deserve to be revisited?
Yes. I've been thinking about this basically since we did episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Refined Self did dirty.
Yeah.
Not because it was a terrible episode. I don't know. We did it a long time ago, so maybe it was. But because we didn't spend very much time at all talking about like our results from the personality test, what that meant and that kind of thing. We talked more about like the process of getting there.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I think that the whole thing that made that game special was the end result of kind of getting your personality test and talking about that and seeing, oh, do you relate to that? Does that sound like you? I think we missed that chance. Well, we didn't miss a chance. We missed it that time, but I think
Yeah.
that'd be a good one to revisit. Is that what you're asking? Or are you
Yeah.
talking about just in general?
No, that's exactly what I was
Okay.
asking, and I had the same answer. So,
Oh.
yep, for the same reason, I think that we definitely could go back and revisit Refined Self.
Yeah.
That's true. That was pretty early on, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I was thinking about this question. I'm not really sure. I guess I'll just piggyback on you guys, because Refined Self we definitely did early, and yeah, we
Mhm.
didn't really talk about the, what we got. I mean, we explained it at the end, but we didn't really discuss more than that. So
Yeah, I think we were still trying to like find our rhythm of how we wanted to structure our podcast.
Yeah.
And so we got kind of like bogged down just describing like all the things that you could do. And really,
Mhm.
I think it would have been more interesting to just talk about our personalities and what we did individually. So
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to maybe revisit that as a bonus episode.
I agree.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I have to replay it though because my save got overwritten by my partner's save, so
Oh,
I don't know what my
no.
personalities are. I mean, I guess I could
wonder
listen
if
to the
you would
episode.
get different personalities. Well, the last thing I want to talk about, because it's New Year's Eve, is our New Year's resolutions. So I had you guys kind of think about New Year's resolutions you had, whether it be a game you want to play or goals you had for the podcast or anything moving forward. So do either of you want to start?
Yeah, so that mine doesn't get taken by somebody else.
Sure,
You gotta
go
think
for
of
it.
something else, suckers. So along the same notes of what we were just talking about, like, now that we've got our podcast structure figured out on a regular episode a little bit better, I want to break it. I think that because our structure, at least for me, when I'm choosing what game we're going to play, I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe that won't fit in the structure that much. But I think to hell with that. We can figure it out. I want to play some different styles of games, get a little bit weirder. There's games that are unlike games we've played, but also unlike other games just in
Mhm.
general, or like any other games. And I think that like this is a great place to explore those sorts of things.
Yeah.
So I want to like push our boundaries a little bit and play some weird stuff.
Yeah, and I think now that we have kind of a structure for our podcast, it's a lot easier to break it. So, we play a game that has no plot, characters, or world building. We can just take those out and create different things that we
Yeah.
we rate and talk
Mhm.
about and really dissect it in a different way. Because I don't want to be chained to a certain vein of games just because of the rating platform that
Yeah.
I've created. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I liked that idea. You kind of brought it up earlier, and
Mhm.
I'm excited to take that path next year.
Very cool.
Cool.
I have two. One is that I could hope to stream a little bit. Not a lot, because I have
Yeah.
a fucking shit ton of kids, but but at least get my head out there and try to stream a little bit more. It would be fun to stream with all of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Borderlands 4 to be coming out.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
I didn't know
if-
that was happening.
Yeah, so if we wanted to play some Borderlands 4 together,
I haven't even
that'd be pretty
played 3
sweet.
yet.
Oh,
Shoot.
it's so fun. So yeah, if we wanted to play something like that, I'm totally down for it. I got it. The second thing that I would like to do is kind of along the same lines of what Rylan was saying, was like we pick certain games, and for me, when I'm picking a game, it's like, oh, I need to fit it under a certain amount of time. Like I really need to find a game that's only like between less than 10 hours is really optimal because of how fast we have to turn it around. But it would be nice if we had like a larger game or a longer game that we played kind of in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, a few months down the road, we could then do bigger, longer games.
Yeah.
So, hoping to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome. I had a similar New Year's resolution to you, Shawn. I do want to start streaming. I just think like it's a really fun way to immerse yourself in the community of gaming, especially because I wanted to do this podcast because I get siloed in these certain styles of games, so I'm getting to play all these different games. But you know, I'm talking about this Pitfall game that I'm like, I know there's a community out there for it, and I love it so much. So it just seems like a really fun thing to do. And the other thing, my other New Year's resolution, is I want to be more opinionated with the way that I rate games.
Do you want to be more of a hater or more of a lover?
Well, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I will rate things and then I'll look back and say I wasn't as critical as I wanted to be.
Sure.
Maybe not even like in a bad way, but I'll be so scared of saying something because you do the research and you learn about the people that create the games, and you learn about how a lot of these games are like passion projects and people pour their hearts into them. And so if I don't like it, I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Sure.
But just because you have critiques on a game doesn't mean that you're shitting on their
personal.
process. No.
Yeah.
So I'd like to be more, accurate with the way that I actually feel about the game and not worry about hurting someone's feelings because it's their baby. So
Plus,
Sure.
I feel like anything that's a passion project is going to resonate with somebody.
oh yeah.
And it doesn't have to resonate with you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I hope that the like creator gets enough joy for themselves out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And of course, even when we're being critical, I feel like we're not like mean.
Yeah.
Maybe except with Firewatch.
Yeah.
Okay, but Firewatch wronged me personally. So.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Oh. Well, this concludes our New Year's episode. I hope you guys are having a great time. I hope everyone's being safe. If you're listening to this after the new year, I hope you had a blast. We're probably having a blast right now. Of course, we're recording this before the New Year's Eve, but I'm sure
having so much fun
I'm
right
sure
now.
I'm
Oh,
vegging
yeah.
on the couch, doing absolutely nothing, probably playing a video game.
I'm asleep before midnight.
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
With the boys, we're shooting off fireworks at midnight.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Well, we appreciate all of you who have come to listen and kind of follow us this past year. We're really excited for things to come in the next year and the year after and the year after and the year after. But yeah, so I mean, we've plugged a few things, but I'm just going to keep it short. You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG. TikTok's the only one that's a little different. It's Let Me Be Your Game Guide. But you can email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. And
With any comments, questions, or constructive criticism.
I forgot you really like that.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've plugged it a few times, but our Patreon is patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. You can join for free. We post the episodes a couple days early. They get posted sometime on Sunday. And then if you want to just join our $1 tier, it's the Achievement Unlocked tier that goes towards, just kind of funding our process here because
We need funds for our fidget toys that we keep throwing behind Emma's couch on accident.
Yeah, I
Throwing on the
think
floor.
2 or 3 fidget toys behind the couch. Sean's is sitting on the floor right now.
I dropped it.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're about to close out here. So
It's hard out
grab
here.
it again.
It's hard out here with that fidget.
Oh, well, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for listening. And we can't wait to see you next week when we play.
Where are we
It's
playing?
your choice next.
Yeah, it's your choice
It's
next.
not my choice.
What?
It's your
It's
your choice.
is.
River's choice.
Oh, you're
little
right.
misfortune.
Oh my gosh. I
I forgot.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are playing Little Misfortune. It'll be our first game of 2025. And this game was recommended to us by a listener, River. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, River.
Yeah, we'll be rating that next week. So please join us. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
2025.
2025.
2025. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Usually the stars are up there.
That's true. Yeah, normally they're up there, not
Okay.
down there.
We're in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.